Well, finally, the pop world's been saddened by the news that Dennis Wilson, drummer, keyboard player and singer with the Beach Boys, has died in a drowning accident in a seaside suburb of Los Angeles. He was 39. Later today, there'll be an autopsy to discover the exact cause of his death. John Tobler, the rock journalist who wrote the definitive history of the Beach Boys, has been looking back at Wilson's musical career.
Dennis Wilson was the drummer with the Beach Boys, which isn't the most sort of romantic or exciting position to be in, but he was probably the best-looking Beach Boy, which got him a lot of interest from fans. However, I mean, as a musician, I don't think he was ever anything more than just about average. Brian Wilson wrote the songs, Carl Wilson was the lead guitarist, Dennis was just a voice and the drummer. And he wasn't even the drummer at one point, because he actually put his fist in a drunken fury through a glass door and nearly severed his hand and was unable to drum for 5 years in the early 70s. He really did abuse his body in a way that many rock stars are prone to do, unfortunately.
Will his death then not affect the future of the group as recording artists?
It depends whether they have a future as recording artists. I mean, rumours of their demise have been going on for many years, and they haven't really made a new record for 2 or 3 years. There's a few solo records been going around, but they were supposedly going to make a record with Steve Levine, the guy that produces Culture Club, but whether or not that will carry on now, who knows? Mike Love has a solo Christmas single out, for example. Brian Wilson is apparently under his doctor's guidance again. Carl Wilson's made a couple of solo albums, and so on. I mean, the group was splintering anyway, but I think that the death of Dennis will probably not affect the direction of the Beach Boys in future, if there is a direction for the Beach Boys. It's rather sad that he should die like this. I mean, it's always sad to see a rock star go, but one wonders quite why it was that he drowned, because he was a very strong swimmer. He was, in fact, the only member of the Beach Boys who was actually a surfer. It's very sad that the Beach Boys has gone, because they were a group that meant a lot to me in my formative years, and perhaps to you as well.
Let's go surfing now, everybody's learning how. Come on a safari with me. Come on a safari with me. Early in the morning we'll be starting out. The money will be coming along. We're loading up our way with our boards inside and heading out singing our song. Come on, baby.
Beach Boys classic Surfing Safari, a fittingly joyous epitaph to Dennis Wilson, who died yesterday. Well, that's it from us for now.